Hi Pisces, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at the idea of wisdom, okay? So wisdom within oneself, wisdom within connections, both platonic and love connections, okay? So please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Being such a small channel, it makes a huge difference, so thank you. This week I am using, we have some wisdom decks. We have the Earth Wisdom Oracle. We also have the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. I am also using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand as my clarifier and the Romantic Fairy Love Oracle as well. Okay, getting into it for you today, Pisces. Pisces, the wisdom that Pisces needs. What wisdom does Pisces need, please? Pisces, theme of wisdom for our Pisces. What is Pisces needing to be aware of with wisdom? Ooh, I really like this energy for you, Pisces. Firstly, we are seeing divine protection coming through. You already know this, Pisces. You know you're protected. Okay. Finding more wisdom in protection for oneself as well. Okay. So if you, Pisces, you're a very intuitive sign regardless, but if you don't know how to protect your energy, now is the time for you to find that wisdom to, I feel like for a lot of you, you kind of, it already rests within you to know how to protect your own energy. So I feel like for you, Pisces, the best thing for you to do is just to be consciously aware of, when you get up in the daytime, sort of surrounding yourself with a white light and asking to be protected during the day. Protect your energy during the day to return to sender any energy that does not belong to you, those sorts of things. If you don't know how to, if you want to learn more about those things, now is a really good time for you to do so in order to, protect yourself on an energy level. I'm also picking up here, Pisces, that quite a few of you within the collective here do have everybody sees this kind of differently, but for you, it's like a guardian angel, that little angel on your shoulder that is watching you throughout the day. For some of you, it may be more along the lines of like spirit guides pushing you in the right direction, away from harm, those sorts of things. This inner knowing for a lot of you as well, where you just intuitively know that if I do that, that's not going to work out for me. If I take that path, that's not going to work out for me. You kind of just have this intuition when it comes to knowing where protection lies for you yourself here. But we do also see truth coming through. Okay, so you can see she's playing this harp, and it is all about truth. It's like you're playing the sounds of truth in your soul. You're listening to the sound of truth. It is a very spiritual thing here too with this truth. It's like you're the truth teller. No, not the truth teller, the truth listener. You can listen to something and know whether that's the truth. Being able to hear truth in people's voices and just know when someone is deceiving you or trying to deceive you here. It's kind of linking up with that divine protection where you're able to see through people's masks and see the truth of who they are and what they're telling you and their behaviors and things like that. But we'll clarify this message for you here. Clarifying this message for Pisces, please. So for some of you, it is... I'm getting two kind of messages here with this, that for the main portion of the message, this is to do with wisdom within oneself. But there is a secondary reason that you're finding this wisdom within yourself, and that is so that you can see and make wiser choices with people around you, because of this truth aspect, that you're able to sort of see people's truth and hear the truth. It just keeps coming through in this audio kind of way, that you're hearing the truth. For a lot of you Pisces, I'm picking up that, it may be a very strong time for you, if you're hearing a certain song being played, or you're hearing certain noises. For quite a lot of you, you're in this phase of awakening within oneself, where you are now starting to notice, that ringing in your ears kind of thing, and understanding that a lot of the time it's not tinnitus. For some people, yeah, sure, we do get tinnitus, but it's different. Okay, you can tell the difference between tinnitus and ear ringing as a spiritual thing. So I feel like when you're getting those symptoms coming through with the ringing in the ears, using that to ask yourself, so, what is the truth that I need to open myself up to right now? When you hear that, what is the truth I need to hear right now, when it comes to, that trying to get your attention? I feel for a lot of you that it's trying to get your attention to sort of show you when there's something that is either truthful or untruthful, that you're needing to pay attention to that. Clarifying this message for Pisces, please. It's time, Pisces. It is time. Clarifying what is this in regard to for that first card specifically, please? Yeah, I do feel for a lot of you this is a very spiritual kind of message, and it's all about trusting the truth of oneself a lot more here, because the first card I have here is the clouds. Okay, so that's the way that you think about things. That's the being stuck in your head stuff, where you overthinking things. You're, leading yourself to, get quite anxious about the way that you're overthinking things and confusing yourself even more. And then when I have that clarified, it's clarified by the feminine there. Okay, so that sort of shows me that you're overthinking the emotions. You're overthinking, feelings. The feminine is a very, just feels. Whereas we're seeing you very up in your head about your feelings. So rather than just feeling, you're like overthinking every single little feeling that you're having, rather than allowing those feelings to just show you the truth and to just feel those. You may be trying very to control those in a logical, rational kind of a way, which, something I say quite often is, a lot of the time emotions have no logic. All right. Sometimes we feel things and we get emotional about things for no apparent reason. There's sometimes, there's no logic or reason or rational thinking that you can put on feelings sometimes. And your feelings are asking you to trust them a little bit more. There's a truth that your feelings try to show you. You're trying to hear, it's trying to hear your feelings and what they're telling you, rather than hearing your thoughts. Okay, because your thoughts steer you out of control. They cloud your judgment. They lead you to just become quite anxious and nervous and confused about things. Whereas when we just feel our emotions, sometimes we understand those things in a different kind of a way. And it is time. Okay, we do see the clockwork coming through here. So it's time. Everything is sort of starting to fall into place for you at the moment. It's like you've been standing here waiting for this cuckoo to pop out, without realizing that, some of the cogs hadn't spun for you yet, but everything's sort of spinning in place now, and it's about to pop out for you here, Pisces. And it's time for you to get started on the next phase of self, is what I'm picking up here. Digging deeper into those feelings, going down into that well of your emotions, and just feeling the truth of those emotions. That, stop trying to avoid the emotions a little bit here, Pisces, is what it's telling me. You are very protected to do so during this time, that there is this protection for you, that you can't, your feelings aren't going to take over you here. It's your thoughts about your feelings that takes over with that clouds there. Okay, so it's time to put that aside a little bit. Time to come out of your head and move into just your heart space, your feeling space, and dig down deep and dredge all that up into the light. So revealing those true feelings to yourself, good and bad. Okay, good and bad. There's a reason that you're feeling these things, and you're just not seeing it because you're trying to put this logical twist on them. It's just not making sense. Sometimes, feelings not logical. Sometimes they don't make sense. But to just feel them, all of a sudden it kind of clicks into place, like with this cogs here, that it all just clicks into place. As soon as you start feeling the truth of what you feel, and allowing yourself to be honest with yourself about what you feel, it all starts to fall into place, and you're able to assess these things within you, these feelings within you, and you're able to access, control over those feelings in a much more protected kind of way for yourself here. What else does Pisces need to know in regard to wisdom, please? Messages of wisdom for Pisces, please. Ooh. See, your heart chakra is trying to speak. Your heart chakra is trying to come out. Both the cards I've drawn here are from heart wisdom. Okay? Heart chakra stuff. This is why, this message is coming out like this, Pisces, because you are blocking your heart chakra by not allowing yourself to feel. We have gossip and grief. Okay? So the gossip's not really telling me much as yet. I will need to clarify that. It does feel as though this truth is there's a wisdom in the grief that you feel here, Pisces, regardless of the fact that you're maybe trying to tell yourself that you're not grieving. You're grieving. You're still grieving for some of you here. And grief has a lot of stages, all right? And I feel like you're moving through those stages, but to be able to clear that grief completely, you need to open your heart to yourself and accept that grief is a feeling, that you have felt grief over whatever this is. It's a bit different for everyone. I can kind of feel here this grief is it's coming from different things for all of you here. A common theme I'm picking up on here is understanding what has happened, and feeling as though loyalties were broken or taken or not respected, whether that your loyalty to something or someone was broken or not respected, and you're struggling to understand why something has happened, and that's where that grief is struggling to come out here. Like I said, we do also have the gossip energy as well. Why is the gossip card coming through for Pisces? What is that in regard to, please? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, all right. So, yeah, as soon as I started to clarify that, I only pulled one card here, and that answered it anyway. We have the book. Okay, so the book sometimes can talk about secrets being revealed, the unknown. Okay, can talk about mysteries, the unknown, secrets sometimes here. wisdom in I feel for you, Pisces, you're seeing the truth of this. We're going back to that truth. We're going back to, revealing things, bringing things up into the light, digging down deep and bringing things up into the light. For a lot of you, Pisces, this is you revealing somebody around you. I do feel this is a platonic energy around you that is a little bit gossipy, drama. And you're sort of, you're seeing the truth of that now. Or very, very soon you will be seeing the truth of that. I'm being directed to tell you about an experience I had a few years ago with somebody I no longer speak to, but it's I looked at this person one day and I sort of was having a conversation with this person, and I realized every time I talk to this person, they're like bitching and whinging about somebody and basically gossiping about, did you know this and did you know that about this person? And this person was their best friend, and I was not, their best friend. So I was like, if they're bitching and whinging and gossiping about their best friend to me, what on earth do they say about me behind my back? And I feel as though there's a bit of truth just in that for you, Pisces, that you're hearing the truth. You're hearing this truth, that you're hearing what somebody is saying about you behind your back, whether you're hearing that, actually hearing that, or whether you're hearing that spiritually and sort of realizing that somebody is, not necessarily, being the most honest, loyal person in your life here. I do feel as though for a lot of you, this is somebody that you are. I don't think it's close to, but I think it's somebody that you're aware of in a platonic sense, rather than like family or romantically. I feel like this is somebody who is like a friend or an acquaintance, and you're wondering like, why is my name always on their lips? Bit of a hater, not gonna lie. But not. I don't even know if this person knows how they are doing, like that they're doing that. Seems to be that they've got nothing exciting in their own life, so they have to talk about your life. And for some of you, it may be just one specific thing that they're gossiping about. It's like there's just one thing that Pisces does this. Did you know this about Pisces? And it's just one specific piece of information about you, Pisces. So keep an eye out for that. The truth will be revealed to you. Everything coming to light in the near future for you here, Pisces, within your own self. And you're going to understand things around you in a different kind of way. Okay, wisdom for Pisces with love and romance. What is the wisdom we have for our Pisces when it comes to love and romance, please? When I started these readings this week, I knew I was going to pick up a lot of platonic energy for some reason. It's definitely come through that way as well. We have the love language, physical touch. A physical touch can mean so much. A tender touch means so much. So for those of you who, love might be a physical thing. I'm getting like a very physical desire for you when it comes to love this week. It's like this burning within you, regardless of whether you're actually like, I'm feeling a lot of different things here, but you may be getting very physically aroused this week, whether you're with people around you or not. Okay, so have fun with that, Pisces. Rendezvous. So a lot of you, it is actually, happening with somebody. A private getaway for two is calling you. So for some of you, we're having a little sexcapade in the near future here. That there may be just something that's very physical, little fling type energy, maybe, a weekend away where it's just you don't get out of bed the whole weekend. Make sure you get your snacks, Pisces. Snacks and water, okay? Hold on to those because you may not get out. Once you go into that bedroom, you may not come back out. All right, we also have the signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. Okay, so this is where that's going back to that divine protection and the truth, being able to see the truth. There's signs. The universe is trying to give you signs as to where the truth lies for you. And I do feel for a lot of you, it's auditory. Okay, so paying attention to what you are hearing this week when it comes to the truth. So like I said, ringing in the ears, listening to the sounds that you're hearing around you, whether it be music or certain sounds, like if for some reason I'm getting here like hearing a certain like car. I don't know why that's coming through here, but it's like you're hearing a specific car or overhearing something someone's saying and those sorts of things as well. There's a lot of signs and clues for you this week. So just pay attention to what you're actually hearing. And for some of you, it may be animal sounds as well. So maybe, just paying attention. And when you're hearing these things, paying attention to how that makes you feel, what that's bringing up for you, what it's reminding you of, using your intuition, okay, when you're hearing these things. So, for example, if you're hearing, a crow cawing away in the background there, paying attention to what you're doing right at that very moment, what's going on in your life, what's, were you thinking about when you started hearing that? Were you thinking about a certain person? Maybe there's something connected to that person. Those sorts of things here. Okay, very auditory for you this week, Pisces. But that's what we have for you. More than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you all again soon.